Hey, let me tell you about the time when I had the worst experience ever as a podcast guest. This is one of those experiences that should be titled How Not to Run Your Podcast. Here's what happened. So, someone reached out to me on LinkedIn asking me to be a guest on their podcast. So now I get a few of these every month. And so I was a bit cautious. In fact, like straight out asked them, this isn't a way for you to get me to book a sales call, right? Spoiler alert, it absolutely was. But now looking back, there were a lot of red flags that I chose to ignore. See, for starters, they didn't have a sample podcast episodes to show me. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Everyone has to start somewhere, right? And then came the invite. It was a plain Zoom link. Now, if you're serious about podcasting, use a proper recording platform. And it shows effort and it shows professionalism. You do not want to send a plain old Zoom link. But then again, I went with it. The first two questions, it was about me and what I did, and like it was pretty straightforward. But then out of nowhere, they pivoted. It suddenly became questions about customer discovery on the service that they were trying to sell. Clearly had nothing to do with what I'm doing or what the initial podcast episode was about. Yeah, right there in the middle of the podcast, it got worse. They started pitching me their service offering right inside the podcast. That raised a serious question in my head, which I asked them, and turns out they didn't even have an answer to that, and it just stumped them. Well, obviously, they said that they would follow up, never did. And they sent a vague email saying that the episode was delayed, and surprise, surprise, it was never published. And I got no video footage out of that either. So, look, podcasting is a powerful way to build trust, create content, and build genuine relationships. But if you treat it like a Trojan horse to get a sales call, you're not just burning a guest, you're doing a disservice for the entire podcast community. So, now I'm curious, has anything like this ever happened to any of you?